Today we'll be taking a look at a best of 3 series of professional StarCraft 2. Joining me here in the upper left corner of the map, Neo-Humanity, the Blue Terran. You can know him, you can love him, but you can never predict him. It is GuMiho. And the red Zerg spawning into the bottom right as he prepared for whatever shenanigans are to come. It is Elazer. GuMiho. I feel like that was a pretty good intro for GuMiho. Never quite know what you're gonna get. Is it bio? Is it mech? Is it battle mech? Is it GuMiho mech? Which usually consists of a bunch of battlecruisers of late. I think I just casted a game, GuMiho. He went a bit heavy on the battlecruisers, if I remember right. It's not all that he's known for though. He's not necessarily the battlecruiser Terran. Once upon a time, he could have been called the Cyclone, but that moment. It's been a while. It's been a little while since we've seen that side of GuMiho. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some today. Maybe a little bit of battle mech. Wouldn't that be a nice treat? CC before army unit. Really? Orbital CC? What's it gonna be? GuMiho. Factory before? So no Reaper today. Instead, putting all of that gas into the factory. Elazer's drone. Ooh, going for the gold. Alright, so Elazer looking to open up this mineral wall here. Likely to take this as the third base. Rallying those drones all around. Completely normal opener on the Zerg side. Nothing really interesting. GuMiho though, all eyes on the Terran up here. What are you doing? What's the plan here? We've got the double gas, fully saturated. The starport gets slapped down. No add-on on the barracks. I just noticed. GuMiho. Marine comes out. Third Marine on the board. Other two are in the natural. The barracks is making a tech lab. Do not tell me this is for the starport. GuMiho. I just recovered. No, not more. And it starts. The fusion core has started. He can't control himself. It's a battle cruiser game. Alright. How is Elazer going to prepare? Is Elazer even going to know? The scouting has been not just minimal. The scouting has been bare bones. Banshee starts up first, actually. He canceled it, okay. Perhaps just wanting to make it look like production's going on. The core's gonna finish up and it's going to be the cruiser. You're like, but what if it's Liberator range? Indigos. Yeah, right. Good one. Don't make me laugh. Hellions gonna make their way over to the watchtower, just doing a little bit of scouting. I feel like Elazer probably should be expecting something like this. No spores in sight. Scouting Ling not going to be able to get into the base, which means Elazer is very much in the dark. Oh, welcome, Queen. Heard that. Spores start down. Safety spores. I agree. Nothing's been scouted, but that is a tell in itself, actually. You say, I haven't seen anything come out from this tear. Just 2 Hellions? You know they're making something. And that something rhymes with cattle bruiser. Battle cruisers. Bane Nest, not the usual counterplay tactic, but hey, if we can stack them up high enough, maybe give them a little bit of a leap, like in the campaign, it could work. Ooh, that was slick save. No Spore Crawler in the main base, which is going to make for some very unhappy queens here. The Battlecruiser makes itself known. The drone's going back to work. GuMiho teleported this in, which means it has to fly out. He has to be a bit careful. He needs to try and keep it alive. Because the investments so far, now 2 more are on the way. 2-port cruiser, follow-up from 1-port cruiser, yes. Very natural step forward. I've seen a Roach War in play here, too. No Spire. Elazer is... It feels like Elazer's going to opt to try and just bust, perhaps? Roach Bane attack, just let the queens deal with the cruiser. He's at 11 queens, which is almost perfect. You want like maybe 20. No, I'm joking. 20 is a bit much, but any amount is helpful. Yamato onto the queens. Yamato is going to be a big help to these battle cruisers, able to one-shot those queens, prevent them from healing each other, lure them off of the creep in the main base, prevent a little bit of their healing there too. There's 1 spore in the mineral line here, which is a bit far out of range. And behind this, you might be thinking, what's GuMiho's plan? What do you think GuMiho's plan is? 3 cruisers wrecking the place, having their way with the bases here. The issue we're seeing with taking this triangle third, queens can't exactly jump up back into the main base very quickly. Spore Crawlers are going to be the defense needed. Spire finally gets started here. What is this? Just a bunch of Zerglings. The panic, the chaos of dealing with the cruisers. GuMiho has yet to lose one, actually. Targets down, the Spore Crawler going to get transfused. Needed 2 Yamatos to make that a one-shot, unfortunately. Very injured cruiser, stops whatever mining was going to be there. He just cannot control himself, I swear. Oh. Perfect. Hold position, generate, creep. Lings actually going to get into the base, deal with the defenses. Oh, Elazer's attack has shown itself up here. Will the battle cruisers be called home to defend? They are. Teleport into the natural base. Now it's GuMiho's base that's in a bit of chaos. The battle cruisers have no opposition here. They will reign supreme, which means this can be cleaned up eventually, but how much damage is going to be done in the meantime? We're losing SCVs into the 40s. It's a disaster. Elazer opting for the lateral counter, shall we say. You have 5 battle cruisers in my base, which means you probably have none in yours. 52 SCVs and counting. The roaches at long last going to be cleaned up, but at what cost? Elazer just evened up those resources lost in terms of minerals to the tune of 54 SCVs. Ooh, that'll do it. And this bought Elazer the breathing room to get out 11 corruptors. Is it enough to actually deal with, 8+ battle cruisers? Probably not directly, but maybe it'll buy time for the roaches to win the game. You do not have to actually kill the cruisers, it seems. Oh, especially with Yamato. I didn't realize about Yamato, too. Fire! Broadside. The corruptors evaporate from the air. GuMiho's forces will reign here, but it buys more time. Holding their assault just a little bit. Lings and roaches here to support. Corruptors. Now, these cruisers, they should be able to teleport, right? It's been over a minute. The queens support the transfuse onto the corruptors. Gonna keep them alive. Oh, and a backstab of Lings at the third base, which means SCVs cannot mine, which means there are no more minerals for battle cruisers. And the Corruptor Queen combo is going to be too strong, prove too successful. Elazer takes game number 1. Onwards to to map number 2, I should say. For map number 2, we find ourselves on Royal Blood. The red Zerg here in the upper right corner, currently up 1 point. Can he continue the trend and close it out? It is Elazer. And the blue Terran in the bottom left here, down 1 point, but do not ever count this one out of a series. It is GuMiho. Little ominous with that Zerg music playing, am I right? So, battle cruisers, huh? Is it the flavor of the day? Is it just the flavor of one map? Well, this looks like it's gonna be a Reaper. That rally point's a little telling, isn't it? Marines, not usually known for their ability to traverse elevation. We will see. Have to keep our eyes on the Terran for this game, for this match. And what a good match it has been so far. Always entertaining to see whatever creativity some players will bring to the game. Some players you never expect to see much creativity, you know. Players like, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to throw anybody under the bus? You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to do it. There's some of each faction, though. I will say all factions equal in that. There's macro players. There's standard macro monsters. And then there's the more creatively inclined out there. We will see. What does GuMiho have planned? What does Elazer have planned? I truly don't know that much about Elazer's playstyle, if I'm being honest. I know from what I remember, not afraid of aggression, as we just saw in map number 1 actually. You see battle cruisers, I say Spire. Elazer said Roach Warren. Like, oh, okay. Not wrong. If you can get the damage done, that's an absolutely awesome way to deal with it. GuMiho swings in with the Reaper, goes for the Zergling, gonna get one. Grenade, not doing a whole lot to help. Unfortunately, though, this Reaper's taking a bit of damage, too. Gonna spot the third base, reactor onto the barracks, factory right next to it, and very quick third CC, which is actually normal, fairly standard. Dare I say GuMiho? Playing normally? Playing standard TVZ? Uh-oh. Well, that can't be right. You better not. In a few months, perhaps, once we get our ambitious balance patch, we might see cyclones being made off of this reactored factory, which will be quite a sight to behold, will it not? Reaper gonna spot these queens coming out for the defense, bruising the hatchery ever so slightly as Ling speed is going to finish up, which means the Reaper really should get out of there. No, not that way, GuMiho. A little bit of scouting always helpful. Hellion's gonna join up, Ling wrapping around the left side, and that third CC is going to finish up. Is it Banshee? Oh. Okay. GuMiho. As I said, don't quite count him out. Looking to get a bit of damage done, perhaps. Do we have a cloak? Can we cloak the Banshee? There's a Ling up here. Oh dear. Ling's gonna spot everything. See the starport with a tech lab actually making a unit. Will GuMiho cancel it? Doesn't look like it. GuMiho unfazed, uncaring when his strategy is scouted. Oh, do you go for the queen and have a bit of a tell there that you're planning that Banshee attack? If you go for the creep tumor, it's usually a tell about a ground-based attack, some kind of bio-tank push or bio-mine, perhaps. Well, that's, oh, it's not in range, actually. Huh, and there's a raven on the way. GuMiho, what are you planning? What are you up to? Stim is going to be on the way. Elazer's getting the Baneling nest. Lair, almost done, about halfway done. Double eBay. It's a bio game. Bio composition for the Terran with a single Banshee. Is this Banshee just for defense then? Was GuMiho worried about a maybe a very quick roach attack? Raven's gonna be here to help out. Creep Tumor gonna get eviscerated by all of those Hellions. GuMiho just denying creep, it looks like. Not really wanting to commit. And you know, with your attacking force being mostly Hellions, it's not exactly very anti-queen. 4 more racks on the way though. 3 base attack of choice for GuMiho. What's that gonna take him up to? 5? 5 racks? Okay. Normal. That's fine. Bane speed's gonna start for the Zerg player while they're losing creep tumors on all fronts. 12 drones. Making 12 drones at a time. Legit, the Banshee was for defense. It was a safety Banshee. I'm very intrigued by that choice. Usually you won't see the Banshee unless, you know, the Roach Warren is scouted. It's an early Roach Warren kind of deal. And why save the Raven energy? The Raven could be used for harassment. It could also be just to have an auto turret ready in case Lings get on top of the Hellions. Ooh, smoked. Siege tank unsieged attack. Can deal with those scouting Lings. We have Hydra Den. Hydra Ling Bane, the composition of choice for the Zerg player, as both of these players are starting to gear up for attacks. The safety Banshee even makes its way to the front line. Baneling speed is going to finish up. 7 Banes on the way for Elazer. Will it be enough? The attack is known now. The creep tumors are destroyed. Lings get into the 3rd base though almost at the exact same time that GuMiho makes his forces known over here. Restim. Getting rid of the Zerglings. The Baneling's gonna shoo those forces away while the Hellions were back at home for defense. Only 5 SCVs lost. GuMiho not going to suffer the same fate as map number 1. Unfortunately, this siege tank is very far back. Not going to be able to help out the Marines too much while they're at the front line. Going for the high energy queen. Oh, the Hellbats. That's a good help. More like help bats. Am I right? This doesn't feel like enough Marines. 39 Marines. Where are they? Oh, there were a bunch at home, it seems. Killing the Banelings next to your own building. Not too healthy of a decision. GuMiho, he needs to gather up all of these forces, keeping the Hellions alive this entire time. Oh, we had a tactical pause. Good job, Zerg. Sorry, I clicked something weird. I meant to click these Zerglings into my opponent's base. The Baneling's gonna get on top of the Marines, even connecting a little bit with the tank. The Hydralisk melee attack onto the depot. GuMiho opting to push forward. There is no going back. There is no home to go back to. The only way out is through. Anti-armor missile onto some Lings and Hydralisks here. SCVs falling into double digits. Marines rallied out of the barracks, gonna try and defend. SCVs, get out your shivs. Ooh. Not Timmy, no. The 2 Hydralisks, obviously the commanders of the operation, thinking about this tactically, say we should go to the 3rd base, threaten the command center here. Siege tank's going to be set up on the low ground. The real battle is over here. Will Elazer try and set up a surround, or perhaps just a large arc? Or just say, screw it, I'm going for my opponent's base, apparently. The hold position. Hold position, Hellbat losing its life. The backstab gonna be even more deadly the second time around. GuMiho gonna push forward. The Ling's not going to get the surround this time. The Bane Nest is a real problem. If Elazer loses the Bane, he's already making another one somewhere in the back. He's already making a second Baneling nest because he knows if he loses the access to Banelings, this becomes a lot harder. Ling's connecting with everything. Baneling's trying to connect. Don't want to go too far off of the creep, though. Pulling the forces back from GuMiho's base. He's going to go for the siege tanks. GuMiho stims. He rushes to try and get to the tanks to save them. But it looks like this is just going to be way too much Zerg. The siege tanks destroyed. Terran forces streaming across the map here. GuMiho, with only 40 SCVs, though, doesn't have enough money to field a large enough army, I think. GuMiho drops in here. He says, wait, that's a Baneling nest. You have 2 Baneling nests. GuMiho is going to get a hatch for his troubles. I don't think there were any drones there. This is just so much Zerg, though. GuMiho's a bit too far behind in the economy, it feels. And I think he knows it. GG is going to be called Elazer again with the backstabs. Watch out. Watch your worker lines, Terran players. Because the Zerg's not afraid to go for them. With that, Elazer's going to take the series 2-0. Not for any lack of GuMiho's failure, though. Elazer just dealing with the shenanigans really well and getting enough damage done on the other side of the map to call it a day. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day.